What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 8 of NHL 23 Saskatoon Caribou Expansion Mode Series. As you guys can see there, the Maple Leafs finally won their first Stanley Cup after, I think, winning 5 President's Trophies in a row, so pretty impressive. If you guys missed last episode, we actually made the Western Conference Final where we played the Seattle Kraken, who swept us after barely making the playoffs. I think they were like the 23rd ranked team in the NHL last year. Sorry, 22nd to be exact, and I still can't get over the fact that they beat us after we won the President's Trophy as well. Like, absolutely insane. As always, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. Now, as you guys can see, we're about to get to the draft here. I actually have to look at the retired players first. I think I forgot to do that at the end of last episode. Claude Giroux retiring with the Marlies, Phil Kessel on the Rangers, Taylor Hall retiring with the Leafs, so he retires the Stanley Cup Champion, which is pretty cool. O'Reilly on the Stars, Sagan there on the Jets, Savannah Jets stay at the Rangers. Tyson Barrie finally calls it quits. Couturier played his whole career at the Flyers. Braden Shen, Roman Josi, he was down to 76. Mikael Granlund there, tons of guys, Pietrangelo, Cam Fowler, Jared Spurgeon. Wow, so some pretty big names this year. And looking at the goalies here, Jacob Marchand retires, along with Jake Allen, Robin Leonard, Jack Campbell, Matt Murray, Corpy Salo. So like I was saying, pretty good retirement class there, but next year, guys, we got to get to the draft. I think our cap situation is definitely better than it was last time. Shouldn't have to trade Matt Boldy or anything like that. And real quick, guys, I want to thank The Ridge for sponsoring today's video. They designed a modern minimalist wallet that's designed to go in your front pocket. If you're putting your wallet in your back pocket, it's bad for your spine. Look at the difference here. Thick wallet, skinny wallet. This thing's gonna hurt your spine over the years. Plus, easy to get pickpocketed. Put this thing in the front. Can hold up to 12 cards. Also has a strap on the back for cash. Comes in a variety of different colors and styles as well, including carbon fiber and Berg titanium. Mine, for instance, is carbon fiber. I think it looks pretty sick. And a new product of theirs is the Ridge key case, a minimalist approach to your classic bulky key ring with the sleek design. It's taking up a lot less space in your pocket. So if you guys are interested in either of these products, click the link in the description box below to go to ridge.com/tactics to save up to 40% now through December 22nd. Again, that's ridge.com/tactics. I feel like we should be pretty good in that regard, but first here, guys, taking a look at the draft class. We got 5 medium elites at the top, pretty standard. Gems here, we got a couple. They're like early to mid-second, nothing crazy. Guaranteed elites, nobody there outside the top 5. Alright, guys, so next year we're trying to make a small trade with the Montreal Canadiens, giving up Pierre-Luc Dubois signing rights for a 3rd and 7th in next year's draft. This draft class is pretty average, so I'd rather have the picks in next year. We'll see what they say. Trades accepted, okay, the value was actually on their side, but picks are on the block. They like Dubois, as well as, too, I should mention, like, we all know Dubois wants to go to Montreal. I think I've talked to him. He said, you know, Montreal is his favorite place to play. So I feel like I'm doing him a favor there. Next year, guys, we'll send our first pick. It's actually end of the 2nd round. Looking at the 1st round here, 82 overall medium elite, Bouwmeester. 1st overall, the Hurricanes. You got 80, 81, 80, 79 medium elites there in the top 5. Not too bad. Just looking here for any medium elite steals, but looks to just be all your standard medium top 6 forwards, medium top 4 Ds. So I'm going to take a chance on this Emmanuel Lamoureux guy who could be medium elite. I don't know if he will be. No, he's 63 overall medium top 6 defenseman. So definitely could have been better, but end of the 2nd round. Literally 3rd last pick in the 2nd round. It's not terrible. Now pick 97 here. There is a guy I want. Engfist there, guaranteed low top 6. That's actually good value there. Get him in the 3rd round. 60 overall, not bad. Ryan Poehling here being offered to us with a 4th next year for a 4th this year. Honestly, I'm not even going to re-sign Poehling, but that's actually worth it. I feel like I've got a good amount of picks this year. Like, look at that. Still have another 4th rounder. And like I said, this draft class pretty meh. This Del Zotto guy, probably medium top 9. Guaranteed medium top 6 defenseman. Do we have anything kind of better? This guy's probably low top 6. He's going to go soon. Could take a chance on Goddard there, who could be low elite. I think it's either him or Maxwell. Maxwell, though, supposed to be low top 6. I mean, the low elite guy could also be low top 6, but he has a higher ceiling. And he's low top 9, alright, oh well. Now the next pick here, guys, I think we're going to take Nikita Zadorov. Literally just the exact same name of the existing one, but this guy is from Ukraine. 58, low 7th D. Okay, that's not the best. And we're now picking in the 6th round here. This dude could be medium elite. Marcus Wood looks to be the highest rank. Shovel Dave there, guaranteed medium starter goalie. Definitely want to make sure I get him. So we'll take Marcus Wood. And 56 medium bomb 6, not the best. And look at this, guys. Even after trading away Dubois, we got a big cap crunch coming up. Kucherov, Howard, Cotton, and Kurtz all need new deals. Howard's going to want to raise now in 88. Kucherov, maybe we can actually get around that price. Cotton will probably want a bit of a raise as well. Luckily, I think, you know, all of them are RFA still except for Kucherov. So we definitely can be patient in terms of getting those guys signed. Now, next year, look at this. We have 4 3rd-round picks next year's draft, 3 4ths. I'm trying to get 2 7ths here from Vegas in this draft. Give them a 5th. They say no. A 5th next year for 2 7ths? That's such good value. 5th and 7th next year for 2 7ths? I mean, come on. Yeah, I probably should have done a 6th there, but whatever. Basically, there's some guys coming up I'd like to get who I think are going to be good players for us. Now, The first one here we're going to go with is the guaranteed minimum starter goalie, Shovel Dave, 47 overall. A lower rated, but not the worst. After that, again, we're just going to go with the next highest ranked. So I think it'll be Keane here, who's supposed to be low top 4 defenseman. He's actually low top 6. I mean, it was 3 of 4 bars there. What are you going to do? And our last pick here, guys, I think this is actually third last pick in the draft. Bolduc, good chance to be a low top 6 forward. And he's a low top 9. All right, so that draft definitely could have been better. Luckily, like, we didn't miss on a first round or anything. Mostly just kind of average mid to late round picks. Next year, like I was saying, we got to get to the re-sign phase and try to figure out this cap situation. So like I was saying, guys, we're not the re-sign phase here with just under 20 million in cap space. Connor Bedard's now 96 overall, which is absolutely insane. If he's getting a +5 chemistry boost, he's playing like a 101 overall player, although I don't think that's a real thing. I think, you know, all their stats max out at 99. Kaprizov would be playing like a 99 overall. Just insane. So Kucherov, there's a UFA. Should want less money. He actually wants a raise, 8 million. I think he's honestly gone up in rating because he had a good season last year. Of course, playing with us, and you know, now he wants more money. Isaac Howard here wants 7. This is going to be tough. We're going to qualify Kurtz, of course. He wants 7, so that's 14. Qualify Cottonen. He wants 7 as well. So basically, we could bring back Howard, Kurtz, and Cottonen. No way that we can also bring back Kucherov. I mean, he was good for us last year. We knew it was like a 1-year thing. I think we can bring back everybody else. Tippett we had on an insane contract. Now he wants 2.5, so going to have to find more of those. And now with losing both Dubois and Kucherov, it's time for some of the young guns to step up. Gavin here, for instance, I purposely left in the AHL last year as an 83, and this is why. He only wants 800K. We got 3 years left. 1.1 million, honestly, that's fine too. Let's see if he says yes to 1.1. Again, I think he's going to be a stud. 84 points in the AHL last year, 96 passing, really good shot. He's fast. Defensive stats aren't there, but honestly, he's going to be like an offensive third-line center with power play time, so that's fine. Leslie Thompson was on like a crazy deal, 800K. He wants 3.2 million now, so we're going to have to let him go, find somebody new. Steve's here and Burke, even, for instance, both I think can make the NHL team next year. Steve's great hands, solid defensive stats as well. Burke here went off his rookie in the AHL, 86 points. Also has good hands, decent shot, tons of X factors there. So yeah, I think, you know, they're going to be vying for spots for sure in the NHL. Cody Glass is down at 80, 900K. I mean, we'll probably get somebody better than him for a fourth-line center spot. Vukojevic, I could sign, never mind, 1.5. There should be somebody similar rated for cheap in free agency. Stenberg even wants 1.2. Everyone's, you know, just trying to get paid by us. Paline here, defensive stats really aren't the best. Physical's okay, but I'm just going to let him go. Now, Henry Muse here, 23 years old, 80 overall. I think it's his time to step up to the NHL. He's going to be on the bomb pair there with Lettinen. Let's see, he's a right-hand defenseman. He's the one with the 94 passing. Hopefully they get good chemistry. 800K there for 1 year. I want him for 3. He's still asking for 800K, so that could actually be really good. And check this out, guys. In terms of the goalie situation, Kolosov's now 89 overall after putting up unreal numbers last year, winning the Vezina Trophy. We still got him signed to a really good contract, 4.2 million for 1 more year. Komsov backing him up, entry level. Bednar probably going to want to raise. Actually, 800K there. Could be our AHL starter. Help to win another Calder Cup. Why not do that? Ratzlav there can back him up. Those 2 guys are just extras. So everyone like we made offers on was basically 2-way guys. It's really these 3 here we got to figure out the right contract for. So Howard, 7.3 for 3 years. Let's try like 6.75. Around that range for all 3, we should be okay. Kurtz wants 7.5. Really cheap for 1 year. For him, it's so cheap for 1. Maybe it's worth it. I think he'll probably still be third line as well, so like he shouldn't jump a ton in asking price. Then Cotton here wants 7.6 for 6. 3 years doesn't really change it, so let's try like 7 million right on. Alright, so Howard rejected, wants more money. Cotton rejected. Kurtz accepted though. He was the cheapest one, but again, just a 1 year deal. Try 7 mil there for Howard. Try like 7.25 for Cottonen. Also, 2 guys I should mention, Bender accepted his deal, so our AHL starter is back. And there we go, Isaac Howard accepted. Same with Cottonen. So we still have 2.5 million cap space. Can fill any holes that we have, although I think it's really just 4th line center. And even then, I think we probably have a young guy that could step into that spot. As we're done for agency here, you guys are going to see who's available. Adam Boquist, 92 overall, wants 14.2. Byram also 92, wants 13.8. New hook there. So like the Avalanche, you know, 2 young players that got in the same draft. Kosti, Benax, Svechnikov, Fantilli. Look at the prices. Nick Schmaltz wants 11.5. In our Montreal franchise, that ended up being a terrible contract by like 35. He was 76 overall for, I think, I actually forget what team, but not a good signing. Now, sorting out by overall here, Gaudreau, 91 overall, only weighing 9 million. It's a bit of a steal. This Grossman dude, 23, so he's an RFA. Basically, just going to scroll through and see if there's any, like, insane deals where guys asking for, like, half of what, you know, some rated players are, but Doesn't look to be the case. I guess the closest thing, but Cole's in here, 86 overall, only wants 3.4. That's actually really good for a power forward. Unfortunately, cannot afford him. Nor do really have a spot for him. Mercer there as well, 3.7 for 85. Haponiemi, 3 million for 85. Like, good contracts, but again, for us, like, we're already kind of filled out. This is kind of hilarious, guys. Ivan Barbashev, 84 overall, wants 7.8 million. Then you go up here, Connor McMichael, also 84, wants 1.5. I don't get how they get off. Barbashev had 11 points last year in 20 games. McMichael had 3 and 19. I mean, neither played much hockey. And next year, guys, I'm looking at goalies, and check out who the #1 free agent goalie is. Vinny there, RFA still, but 90 overall. That is crazy. Alan Fell, 84, wants 1.8. Very good value. 2A goalies here. No way. Osborne, 1952, medium elite UFA. I think that means he was in the draft. Or actually, he was probably in the last 2 drafts and no one took him. Obviously, going to try and sign him if somebody else gets him. I mean, fair enough. Like, what are you going to do? Now, 2A skaters here. Anyone that's really solid. 82 overall, Jonathan Duran there. I mean, maybe a Ryan Strome. Could be 4th line center. I'm going to kind of wait, though, and hope, somebody a bit better defensively shows up. Looking at potential here. Lutz, 25-77. I mean, our AHL team's already pretty good. I honestly don't even think he's really worth signing. Maybe we could use, like, a defenseman, though. Let's see. 25-77, 25-78. Philip Nordberg there. Okay, decent defensive stats. If he's a UFA, he is. I'll give him a contract. Now, these two guys I'm not so sure about. Acton and Barnaby. They're both 19 years old, 50, 51 overall respectively. Low top 4 potential. Like, is that worth taking up a contract spot? It's like just barely, but I'm close to the max. So, honestly, probably going to pass on them. Some other team can sign them. I don't see them turning out just because of how low rated they are and, like, not the best potential. And look at this, guys. We got the medium elite goalie in Osborne. That's awesome. Still waiting to hear back from Nordberg, who said yes as well. Now, Pius Suter's available, guys. 33 years old, so he shouldn't stop the drop in rating for a couple more years. 82 overall, 2-way forward. I can see he's got pretty good hands. 85 D awareness and stick check isn't bad for a 4th liner. Good skater there, decent shot. Physical could be better, but honestly, I don't mind signing him here to like league min just to plug in. I think like he'll probably be used on the 4th line unless a ton of guys grow. And I just started forgetting guys by physical stats. Check out this Vertanen dude. 23 years old, 81 overall, 4th line role. He's got a player type there, a grinder, which they love on the 4th line for chemistry. Actually, solid hands there, like all 90s. Shots also really good. Defensive awareness is low, but shot block and stick check are amazing. He's slow, but then he's got amazing physical stats as well. 99 strength, 97 aggressiveness. I'd love to get him on the 4th line. 1.8 million costs us nothing, so I'll actually give him like the max offer I can. 2.25. This year's 3rd round pick. More than happy giving that up. Hopefully, Capitals don't match. And there we go, guys. Suter accepted his offer. Still waiting to hear back from the RFA. Hopefully, like I said, I can steal him away from the Capitals. I think he'd be great on our 4th line. Always, you get these really bad offers. 3rd and a 4th for a 2nd and a medium starter goalie. So I dropped down a round, and I also, give up a starter goalie for a 4th. Still waiting to hear back from the Capitals. Let's see. Unfortunately, they matched the offer, but I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And now check this out, guys. Ryan Hartman here, 85 overall, asking for $3 million. Power forward, really good all-around stats. I feel like he'd fit perfect there on our 4th line, maybe even 3rd line. Don't really want him for 2 years. I think I'll do a 1 year. 2.5, see if he says yes by the time he decides in a few days. Also below him, Casey Middlestat, 84 overall, only wants $1 million. Honestly, he'd be such a great value signing if we didn't already have a ton of young players that are just the same stats as him, basically, but with better potential. Again, 2/3 for a medium top 6, medium starter. Like, some of these offers are just trash. Hartman said yes. Wow. I think that's a great contract signing for us. Kuliachonic in a 4th for Ginla and Bulldog. I mean, unless Kuliachonic's really good. 81 overall, he's not bad. Decent defensive stats. I feel like we honestly have our bomb pair D, though. I think it will be okay. Now, this kind of sucks, guys. We're in August, and Edmonton Oilers just offered Stenberg $1.3 million, and we can't match it. We get no compensation for it either because it's such a low offer. He's a pretty good player. 24 years old, 80 overall, medium top 6. Last year, he had, what, 74 points in the AHL. I mean, he's not amazing or anything. It just sucks that, like, we should be allowed to basically match it and then just move around the contract when the fall comes to be under the salary cap max. Unfortunately, the game doesn't work that way. We're going to trade away guys trying to save him. It's probably not going to be worth it. So I'm just going to say remind me in 6 days. But yeah, the Oilers fleece stats, it's all right. We get, some pretty good fleeces too, like the medium elite goalie in free agency for free. All right, guys, so I just set the lines for this year. Malikov here to make the AHL team. At 22 years old, he's only 64 overall, so probably going to be a bust. If we can get back a 4th round pick here from the Canucks, I think it's worth it. They do say yes. I mean, pick was on the block. They wanted him. As you can see, like I mentioned before, so many picks in this upcoming draft. 4 thirds there, 4 fourths. I mean, we're set. Alright guys, so like I was saying, next year I'm going to show you the lines are looking like for next year. Honestly, considering the fact we lost Dubois and Kucherov essentially for free, this team is still so stacked. So the first line has not changed. Kaprizov, Bedard, and Nylander getting a +5. Hopefully they can go off again. Second line there, Kamel, Colangelo, and Howard also getting a +5. Howard, of course, a great playmaker. He's got 99 passing. Colangelo there is a great shot, plus just a good all-around player. And then Kamel, of course, is the sniper. Third line, you got Kurtz, Crawford, Gavin. So this is a pretty sick young gun line here. I think the oldest player on the line is 22 in Gavin. And he's actually the rookie on the line, which is kind of funny as well. So Gavin here, 97 passing. Look at the shot. Are you kidding me? I'm hoping he maybe win a Calder this year really fast too. Of course, Crawford in the middle, just a great two-way forward. Look at all those X factors. He's a winger, but he's got 78 faceoffs. With the quick shot X factor, I feel like he'll do fine in the faceoff circle. Kurtz there also has an unbelievable shot. Fourth line even, Hartman, Suter, Steves, also get a +1. Steves here's got mainly potential, but he's a two-way forward. Third line checking role. I think he'll honestly excel probably on this fourth line with some PK minutes. Now defensively here, guys, we've actually got Gonchar on the top pair now with Ekblad. He's 25, our first ever draft pick. That's what the game put him. Hopefully he does well. Second pairing there, Cotton and Chikrin. And then the bomb pair here, you got Letton and Muse. Now I'm actually really excited to see how this pair plays. As like I said before, Muse, great offensive defenseman, 97 passing, 99 puck control, good skater. And then you got Letton here, just a great defensive defenseman, 20 years old. Look at that defensive stats. 87 D awareness, 92 shot block, stick check, 5-star physical, only 20, getting better. I think that bomb pair is going to end up being amazing for us. Goaltending wise, Kolosov there is our starter, 89 overall. Komesso backing him up in 84. In terms of the special teams, I think no change there to power play 1. Power play 2 still looks very, very good. You guys can see I've got Gavin on it there, hoping to get him some extra ice time, maybe win that Calder like I was saying. 4-man power play 1, 4-man power play 2. Not as big a chemistry boost, but honestly, I think these players are going to do well for us. PK1 there, you can see he's a +5. Crawford's supposed to be at the face-off circle, but again, it's glitched. Same thing on number 2. It should be Bedard, not Howard. Third one there is a -3, but I mean, Colangelo and Hartman are both very good defensively. 3-man PK1 gets a +5. The second one gets a +3. Third unit gets a -1, but I mean, you got Connor Bedard out there. I feel like they should be okay. Now, in terms of the AHL team here, guys, first line, Koivunen at 81, Berkson 80, Stillman 79. Stillman's shot's kind of unreal, honestly, for the AHL, like 90 wrist shot accuracy. Burke here went off last season, 86 points, 82 games. He's only gotten better. Unfortunately, just didn't make like the NHL team, so I think we'll just let him stay in the AHL, tear it up. And he's playing with Koivunen, who's an 81. You got to get on the second line. Kulich, Matica. Kulich is a winger, but he's actually got 75 faceoffs. Third line there, you got Tyrone, the captain. Some 70s. I mean, this team should still be fine. Defensively, 78 Nordberg we just signed with Stevenson. Nelson there playing with Donovan. Donovan I like on the top pair because he's got the X factors. Me him top 4. We trade a lot for him to get him from the Red Wings. Unfortunately, it makes it a -1. So might as well just leave him there. I feel like the defense, yeah, is decent as well. Bednar, 82 overall. Starting goalie for the AHL team should also be solid. Now, I've never seen this before, guys, but just checking the AHL captaincies. I want to make sure Ryan was wearing the C. And Sean Burke here wears the number 1 as a forward. That is so funny, so strange. I'm actually just going to leave it because, yeah, it's just so weird, whatever. In terms of NHL captaincy, no changes. I think everyone was fine with Nylander wearing the other A, so we'll just leave that as is. Now, next year, guys, I'll show you how we did in the preseason so far. As you can see, there were 6-1. Kaprizov, 10 points in 7 games. I think we should still have 100 offense and 100 defense. And, oh no, 100 offense, 98 defense, 92 goaltending. I mean, 100-100 didn't really do anything for us in the past. If you guys are curious, too, if you missed maybe the first episode, that's what these jerseys look like. Now, before we do start simming, guys, I actually had some contract extensions I wanted to take care of. I saw you guys say that for the 85% rule, you have to do it as an extension. You can't do it in the summer. Now, first things first, I actually want to show you guys Colangelo here. Making $4 million, great season last year. He wants $14 million. So this is going to be his last season for us. There's just absolutely no way I can afford that unless his price comes down drastically. Chikrin here wants 8.4. So 85% on a 4-year. Doesn't really change if we do 1 year. Should be around $7 million. I'll try like 7.25. We'll see if this works or not, because obviously I'd like to keep an 89 overall defenseman. After those guys, Kurtz there's a 1 year, so we can't extend. Same with Hartman. In terms of goaltending, now this is where it gets tricky too. So Comiso here, the backup. He only wants $1 million. 2 years, same thing. So we'll do that. Now Kolosov here is going to go from wanting $4 million to 7.8. I really don't like to pay the goalie, so I'm going to hold off on that for now, but I'm curious to see whether or not Chikrin says yes. Again, we're saving a good amount of money on him there if he does. And look at that, guys. Gavin, the rookie, 12 points in 8 games. Are you kidding me? I know it's a preseason, but hopefully that's exciting. Good things to come. And so there we go, guys. Our backup said yes. We offered him exactly what he wanted, $1 million. Waiting to hear back from Chikrin. And he says yes. Okay, so maybe the 85% rule, you do have to do the extension. Good to know. All right, guys, check this out. At the Christmas break, we have a record of 23-10-4. We're crushing it. Somehow, still second in the division there. The Avalanche are also really good, 52 points. AHL team, 21-10-6. They're also second in the division, again behind Laval. So kind of the same teams there being our kryptonite. Let's see, Kaprizov there, 40-37. AHL-wise, Burke, 41-37. Wait, it's almost the exact same amount of points there in the exact same game. That's kind of funny. Obviously, can't complain with how either of these teams are playing, so hopefully they keep it up towards the trade deadline. All right, guys, we're on the deadline here with a record of 39-17-6, continuing to crush it. Currently have 84 points there on the year, which I believe does have us first in the NHL. The Lightning, though, are only 1 point behind us. AHL-wise, 35-19-8. Surprisingly, third in the division with that good of a record. That's insane. Our division is just so stacked. Burke there's got 71-62, so he continues to tear up the AHL. NHL-wise, Bedard's now leading scorer, 68-62. Love to see him put up 100 points this year, but we'll get to the deadline. I mean, obviously, do we need to make a trade with the NHL team? No. Do I want to? If the right trade, presents itself. Eklund there, unsigned. Wow. Logan Cooley, 89 overall, 1 year left, 9.5. Thomas Chabot, Dylan Strome at 89 overall. Crazy how much he grew in this. Josh Dome there, 89 as well. Finally has a contract. LaPierre, Miroshichenko. Good to see LaPierre grew as well. He's an 88. A lot of times he was a bust before. Gunekny, Nick Schmaltz, Recchi there. Schmaltz just got signed. $12 million, and he's already on the block. That's funny. I have some ideas, so we'll look around and see what we can do. Alright, guys, so I'm looking through the teams, and check this out. I've never seen this before. This Shelley prospect has low top 6 forward potential, and he's got a zone ability. Low top 6 with a zone ability, like... I think that's kind of crazier than our medium top 9 with one, honestly. And speaking of this dude, guys, I'm going to see if we can trade right now the Florida Panthers for this Walsh prospect. 20 years old, 75 overall, medium top 4, defensive defenseman. I feel like he has the potential to be an NHL player within the next couple of years. 7th overall pick back in 2027. Captain, has X factors, and that's about all he's got. So we can flip him for Walsh. It's a great trade for us. Wow, trade accepted 1-for-1. Love that. And now next year, guys, I want to see if the Leafs are willing to give us a 4th round pick for these 4 prospects who I don't ever plan on signing. A low top 9, 2 million bottom 6 is a low 7th. Like, if we can get a 4th, this is amazing. Trade rejected, okay. Again, I don't plan on ever signing them, so literally a 7th or better is worth it. What about a 6th? There we go. And check this out, guys. So I was looking at the team and all the different trade values. You can see Bedard there, Max, Kaprizov pretty close. Ekblad and Nylander are actually really high as well. Even Crawford there too. But I was wondering about Gavin here, who's actually now 85 overall. Look at this, 48 points right now in 62 years. I talked about Calder for him. I think he's definitely got a shot. And the trade deadline is now complete, guys. Let's see. Any big trades went down. So we actually made 2 of the last 3 trades there. Trevor Moore returns to the Leafs. Okay. Thomas Chabot to the Leafs. That is huge. And they got back Josh Doan, who we know is a very good player in this franchise, with a 3rd round pick. That's a blockbuster for sure. They trade away Sandin, Matt Dumba, and Logan O'Connor there to the Lightning. Liljegren there to the Islanders. Bernard Docker to the Sharks. Tanner Jeannot goes back to the Predators. Funny how often that happens. Kochikov there to the Coyotes. Bobby Brink to the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, so definitely the Chabot for Doan trade. Yeah, that's a huge one. Brandon Montour being put on waivers, making $3.2 million is a 79. That's a decline. And after the trade deadline, guys, obviously no change in the NHL lineup. In terms of the AHL lineup, forward group, of course, is the same. Defensively, though, we've actually got no minuses now in chemistry. And Donovan's on the top pair now, so he can play with Stevenson, with still getting decent chemistry behind him. Nelson, Walsh, 2nd pair. McKay, Norberg down the bottom pair, so that's awesome to see. Better chemistry, plus our #1 defensive prospect in Donovan, going to be getting more minutes. Right now he's got 23 points for a defensive defenseman. Not too bad, +4 rating, I mean, I'll take it. And so sadly this season, guys, we finished the record of 50-24-8. 50 wins right on, I'll take it. 108 points as well, gives us first in the division. Does it give us the President's Trophy? It does, let's go. Back-to-back Presidents. AHL team there, 48-25-9, again. Second in their division to Laval. Like, that's crazy. So let's see what our leading scores were. Burke there in the AHL, no surprise, 89-82. NHL-wise, Connor Bedard, 93-82. It's not 100, but it's solid. Definitely cannot complain. So behind Bedard here, guys, you got Kaprizov with 88, Nylander 84, the entire top line, over a point per game. Howard there, 71 with 55 assists. Gavin, rookie year, 67 points, +8. I don't know, I'm smelling colder, guys. Kamel there, 65, Colangelo 64, so 7 guys on the team with 60-plus points. You love it. Kurtz there, and Ekblad also 1 shy. So really, 9 guys on the team basically at 60-plus points. That's crazy. Crawford, 35, 2-way guy. I'll take it. Chikrin didn't score quite as much this year, but honestly, it's okay. Goaltending-wise, let's see. Kolosov there, .915, 2.67. pretty good numbers. Komisos were even better as the backup, which is honestly such a good sign because he actually might have to be the starter next year if we can't afford to bring back Kolosov. In terms of AHL goaltending, not quite as good. Bednar, .904, 2.69. Ratslav there, below a 900, over 3 goals against. I don't know about that. So behind Burke, you got Koivunen, 78. Matica there, 74. Loren, 69. Stillman, 62. Ginla, 60. Kulich, Ronnie there at 52. Sam Nordberg, the guy we signed. Okay, not too bad. And now look at the entire league here, guys. Zachariah Kosti, 107 points with the Sharks, 67 goals. Zone ability there's back at you. Second overall pick, 2026. Insane shot. The hands aren't even that crazy. Neither is the skating. Good physical. Yeah, back at you, close quarters. Wow, this guy just comes in, tears up the league as a 22-year-old. McDavid 1 point behind him. Panarin there with the Leafs. Matthews as well. Line, Marner, that Leafs top line's insane. But now this is kind of crazy, guys. Johnny Gaudreau's now in the LA Kings. So Line still put up 100 points without his partner in crime there in Gaudreau. That's nuts. Zegras there, 99, still the Ducks. Robertson, also still the Stars. And let's see, behind Costi, yeah, no one catching him. Robertson, the Sterner guy, Carl Sterner, 5th overall, 2024. Picked by the Predators. Look at defensive scoring here. Adam Fox, first in the league, 74 points. Kellen Addison, 67, tied with Darlene and Luke Hughes. Okay. And now checking out the goalie stats here. Saros was tied for most wins with this marketing guy, 20 years old. 4th round pick, 2020 by the Kings. Damn. 913 save percentage, 2.63 goals against. That might be the highest for a starter as well. Actually, Connor Hellebuyck, 921 and then 2.67. He had the highest save percentage, but marketing did have the lowest goals against at 263. So probably win the Vezina. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, guys. Rookie skaters, come on. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hope it's 61? Where's my guy? Where's my rookie skater? Gavin on our team at 67 points. Am I forgetting him playing in the NHL one year? No. He played in WHL for 4 years, then the AHL for 3 years, just broke in the NHL, and he's not counting as a rookie. We finally have a guy who would probably win the Calder. As yeah, 67 points, 6 higher than Kopitz. Plus minus there, Kopitz has plus 16. This dude's also 80 overall. How did he do that? 38 goals? Are you kidding me? Steve's here counted as a rookie. Yeah, for some reason, Gavin did not. Now, plus minus, he's 5 worse. I still think he would have won it. We just got absolutely robbed. Also, too, guys, as I mentioned, we're winning back-to-back presidents, which is pretty sick. Top 7 teams there, 100 plus. And the top 16, or sorry, 15 make it. Washington 17 gets over the Calgary Flames. Last place in the NHL, New York Islanders. And looking at goals for here, the Maple Leafs were in first. We were third, so definitely had a good season in terms of production. Goals against, we had the best. So, okay, Kolosov also going to be winning back-to-back William Jennings. Now, I don't see him winning the Vezina this year, but honestly, you never know. I mean, we have a rookie who just doesn't qualify as a rookie. So, who knows sometimes with this game. First on the playoffs, guys. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? I guess I jinxed it. I didn't even realize Dallas had 1 game left to play. They win. They win the division. They win the President's Trophy. And we're now playing the Colorado Avalanche. 101-point Colorado Avalanche in the first round of the playoffs. Come on. Alright, guys. So, ready to look at the Avs. Rantanen, McKinnon, DeBrincat. That's insane. Puljujarvi, Stammer, Krebs, Lehkonen, McLeod, Nichushkin, Radish, Iafallo, Tutu. That's kind of cool. Maybe he's like, you know, the nephew of Jordan Tutu. Devin Tage now only 80 overall. Play on the top pair with McCarr was at 95. Come on. Behind McCarr, they got nobody. I guess Jersey's not bad, 84. 80 Olevi, 78 Spooner, 80 Truba. Goaltending-wise, they got 86 Sawgard. Vejmelka backing him up. I mean, this team is so top-heavy. Like that top line, McCarr carrying the D. I feel like we have the depth and just as good top-end players that we really should be the favorite, but we'll see what happens here, guys. First 2 games at home in Saskatoon. 3-2 OT win, 3-0 win. Let's go. Head to Colorado now. Denver, Colorado. 3-2 OT loss and a 4-1 win. I mean, I'll take a 3-1 series lead. And there you go. Take it in 5. Another OT game that we win. Second round here, guys. We have the Dallas Stars. So we've got first in the NHL versus second in the NHL in the second round of the playoffs. I mentioned it before, but this playoff format's just so stupid. So here you go, guys. Dallas Stars. Robertson, Hintz, Farrell there on the first line. They got Doc, Johnston, Tuck, second line. I'm pretty sure we played them last year and we beat them. I don't want to, you know, jinx it or be wrong, but I'm pretty positive on that. Defensively, yeah, they're solid there behind Heiskanen. Yeah, this is coming back to me. Marketing, 82. I mean, he played awesome with a 67 backup. Low AHL starting potential. If we can just get them to, I don't know, just, you know, have no confidence in their starter and rock a 67 goalie, we're in a good shape. You guys might have saw there, but Darge got 8 points in 5 games right now through the playoffs. Head to Dallas. Dallas, Texas. 7-1 loss, 5-4 OT loss. Alrighty. Game 3 at home, 4-3 win. Come on, can we tie it up? We do, 5-1 win. Those were huge games in Saskatoon. Game 5 is a 6-2 win back in Dallas. Are you kidding me? Down 2-0. We're now up 3-2. And we take the series in 6. Let's go. Next up, guys, are the St. Louis Blues. And look at this. Colangelo, 15 points in 11 games. He wants to get paid. I mentioned not going to be by us, but, you know, good for him getting his bag if we do win that Stanley Cup. St. Louis here has Kopitz, who's going to win the Calder Trophy because our guy doesn't count as a rookie as their first-line center. The fact that our guy put up more points playing third line just tells you how much better he was. Buchnevich there with Robert Thomas, who's now at 92. Boucher, Kyrie's at 91. Musty, Hoffman 79. Snugger at 89 third line. What the heck? Defensively here, Provorov, Dobson. It's a nice top pair, but I mean, not as good as ours, obviously. Defensively, just as a whole, isn't. 83 Turkov, 80 Bennington. The goalies are pretty met as well. This is another matchup where I really feel like we're the better team on paper. Now, I saw a lot of you guys commenting how if you sim period by period, it's not as good as game by game. So what I'm going to do is alternate. I'm going to see if, you know, that does anything. We'll do period by period here for game 1. That way, if it goes to game 7, we can kind of watch it. Down 2-1. Colangelo for us. Thomas, Seagrell for them. 4-3 now. Crawford, Kamel. Kopitz scores 2 for them. Okay, Kurtz ties it. Unfortunately, Buchnevich, their OT winner. All right, so this next game here, guys, I'm just going to sim right through. And look at this. I just noticed again the glitch is happening. We should have had home ice advantage here. Instead, we're in St. Louis. Come on. Let's see. 4-2 loss. All right, so far, hasn't really mattered. We lost both. Home ice advantage now. We came back from 2-0 last series and won 4-2. Can we do it again? 2-1 here. Suter, Kaprizov, Kopitz again for them. Still 2-1. 4-2, we hold on. Nylander, Kurtz, Hoffman adds one. All right, so game 4 here, guys. Again, I'm just going to sim it right through. This is a home game. I'd love to tie the series up. 4-2 win. Let's go. Head to St. Louis now for game number 5. Here we go, guys. 2-1 lead. Colangelo, Gonchar, Kukanen for them. 5-1. We're popping off. Crawford, Gavin, Bedard. 6-2, we hold on there. Bob gets one, but too little, too late. So 3-2 series lead after being down 2-0. I mean, the last 3 wins, we simmed 2 of them period by period. 1 was game by game. I guess, do we keep the method going? 7-6 OT loss. Wow. All right, this is a series, guys. What a game as well. Last game, 7-6. Do or die. Game 7 in St. Louis. Down 1. Gauthier for them. Are you kidding me? If we get knocked out conference final again, I might lose it. Luckily, I feel like I was looking at our contract situation. Most of this team can't come back next year. I mean, oh, Muse. Okay, I was gonna say we're done for. Oh, Steves, what? Let's go. 10 minutes left. Down by 1 power play. Find a way, boys. All right. Still though, 5 minutes. 3-2. We scored a couple quick ones. Literally 7 seconds later, Steve scored after Muse. We need one. A hero. They gave me all that hope just to fall short by 1 goal. Conference finals right now are just, I think I mentioned the word before, but are just our kryptonite. Like, what is going on here? Our team's so good. I got such high hopes for them every year. I mean, back-to-back conference finals. I believe the year before we actually made the Stanley Cup finals. So this team is in it every year. We just can't finish. And of course, they would lose to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. Oh my god, guys, look at the Calder Cup champions. Regina Grey Wolves, that's our AHL team. I was so upset about the NHL team getting knocked out. I totally forgot to check on the AHL team. I feel like that happens every time, and when I watch it, we don't win. Lottery results are in. Ottawa there picking first, and I guess Chicago just won the second lottery to drop down a spot. Wow, so let's check out the AHL team here, guys. Like, come on. We beat the Marlies there first round, Laval second, Phantoms third, and then we beat the Ice Hogs there in the Calder Cup final in 5 games. Let's go. I think that's our AHL team's first Calder Cup as well. I would like to watch it. I messed up. Oh well. Lorenz there. Point per game in the AHL. Come on. I'll take a look here and see how everyone did in the AHL team. Also take a look at the NHL team. Matica behind him. Basically a point per game. Iginla popped off with 20. Stillman there. Ty Ryan, the captain, 15. Lifting a Calder Cup for us. Let's go. I think our best player is actually not shown here because they think he's in the NHL. Goaltending stats, Bednar, pretty solid stats there. NHL-wise, Kolosov, not as good as his regular season numbers, but still not too bad. Kolosov's numbers. I think I mentioned last episode I like the worst numbers I've ever seen for backup. A 9 goal against average is really bad. 7 saves, 10 shots against, 3 goals against. It must have just been in such limited time. Let's see, Colangelo went off in the playoffs, 23 points. And now in 88. Yeah, this guy wants paid. Bedard, basically a point per game. Gavin there, the rookie, again, game screwed him, 15 and 18. Honestly, he's playing so well. Nylander there, Kaprizov, Kamel, they both could have done a bit better. Ekblad's a D-man, isn't bad. Hartman 11, solid. Howard 11, you'd like to see more. Same with Kurtz there, only putting up 9. Okay, so we'll take a look at the playoff tree next. St. Louis here. They beat the Canucks in 5, Kings in 5, us in 7. Then they beat the Hurricanes in 7. Again, we were 1 game away from the Stanley Cup final. Unfortunately, we just blew it. AHL-wise, so we already know the teams, but you can see Marlies in 7, Laval in 5, Phantoms 5, IceHawks 5. I mean, pretty dominant run there, honestly, for the AHL team. And as I mentioned, guys, I believe that's their first ever Calder Cup, so how awesome is that? You can see here, regular season champs with the San Diego Gulls. We didn't actually even win our division or anything. All we won was the Cup, and of course, Eastern Conference playoff champs. Individual awards here. Burke, most points. Let's go. Sammy Blythe there, MVP. Perjeta there, most goals. Erickson, best rookie. Hudson, best defenseman. Gibson, best goalie now in the AHL. Now, Lorenzo actually won MVP of the playoffs over Burke, so I guess he had more points, even though it wasn't showing Burke's total. Marchand sportsmanship, also now in the AHL, is pretty funny. Hayek there, community involvement, and then Gibson also had lowest goals against. Now, look at the NHL teams, guys. Of course, the Blues there with the Cup. I mean, come on. President's Trophy, Dallas there. I really thought we were going to go back-to-back. Can't believe they had 1 game left. Of course, we already know the Clarence's Campbell, Prince of Wales. Art Ross Trophy there went to Costi. Matthews, though, gets a heart. I mean, come on. The committee just obsessed with him. 4 or 5 years he gets the heart. Nemo there, James Norris. Jeez, good for him. Goudreau, Lady Bing. And look at this. Kopitz there gets the Calder. Not only did he steal it from our rookie, but then he went on to, like, beat our team in the conference final, playing first-line center for the Blues. Unreal. Stuggerud there got the Conn Smythe, though. Marketing did get the Vezina. Kolosov, though, got the Liam Jennings back-to-back years, along with Komiso. Very, very cool. Let's see. Siegenthaler there, Bill Masterton. LA coach Jack Adams. Richie there, Selke. Matthews, Ted Lindsay, again, 4 or 5 years. And then Costi with the Maurice Richard. So, again, like a solid year, but, you know, the game just keeps, like, screwing us at the last second. Should have won a Calder, we don't. Should have won the Presidents, we don't. Should have advanced the Stanley Cup final, we don't. Like, just so close yet so far. I feel it's the model for not only this episode, but honestly the last couple as well. So hopefully we can turn it around here in the next couple seasons. Obviously we got 2 years left, and we can go back-to-back with Cup wins. That'd be insane. I'll show you guys retired players here quick as well. Johnny Gaudreau, retiring with the Kings. Marchand, that makes sense. Kuznetsov, Hurdle, Johansson, Marchessault, Dougie Hamilton, Schwartz, Skinner. I don't think we have any veterans, so shouldn't have to worry about any of our guys retiring. Goaltending-wise, Freddie Anderson there. Of course, was a really good goalie with the Leafs once he returned and just had all those President's Trophy seasons with them. But that's going to do it, guys, for this season. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.